Going back to where this all began, the first champion I ever tried to cover on this channel. I did a terrible job because I was terrible at YouTube, but I could tell he was gonna be great, and he. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, I'm just full transparency because I want you to know what's going on, the thought process, that sort of thing. It is Monday the 2nd. Now, I've been playing Prowler a lot. I have Prowler Unawakened to 7-star. It is actually the 6-star rank 5 Ascended 6200 in my deck. He's been doing really good. A lot of those kind of blocks I had in playing him, like we talk about on this channel, champions you enjoy, you're going to play better. Then when fights are difficult, you're going to play them better because you know how to use them. I'm starting to get there with Prowler. And I still have those 3 rank 3, 2 or rank 2, 3, 7-star gems, whatever. You know what I mean? I can rank up more 7 stars to rank 3 generics. I think I want it to be Prowler. I really do. And I know I said in my Cyber Weekend videos, I was going to hold on to this Titan for Spiral. For, again, abundant transparency. I do want to get Spiral. However, I still have Juggernaut that I haven't even ranked up as a Mystic, and I have a ton of Mystics. Plus, I want Rintra. So I want to be smart about how I'm going about there too. Also, that means that the rush to get Spiral immediately, learn to play or take it to rank 3 just isn't there for me as much. I will be very excited. And I do think some more Titan Crystals will be coming our way. Let's be honest with ourselves, over the course of December and Banquet and all that thing. So that all leads me to, I'm going to open this to get Prowler. And some of you might be like, I'm still not totally following. Prowler is going to be moving out of the Titan Crystal when Spiral comes in. That's why I'm just not going to wait. When it comes down to it, the basic 7-star pool is getting very large. We've talked about this. Like, you saw me need to select Morbius to awaken him. I awakened Juggernaut finally with Cyber Weekend. I've obviously opened up a lot of 7-star crystals over the last 2 years or however long it is. And I just now awakened my Juggernaut. So yeah, I could pull Prowler as soon as he goes into the basic crystal. I understand that, and I get more basic opportunities, but that pool is so large. I always say, open up the crystal. It gives you the best chance to get the champion you most want. If I get Prowler, we are going to rank 3 him literally right now. And because I want my videos to be meaningful, like I talk about, I don't want to waste your time. I really don't. There's no fluff. I don't want any filler. I want you to know that when I'm saying something, it's because I believe it and I think it might be helpful to you. We're going to rank 3 at least 2 other champions in this video, and I'll explain why. I don't know who they're going to be yet. That's why this video is going to take a few days to come out. There we go. All right. I hope you listened to that because it actually was really helpful in understanding why I'm doing this whole thing. Let's get Prowler. Come on, let's see Prowler. Nova would be the awesome non-Prowler. And then there are a bunch of champions I'd be happy with to get. Let's get at least Prowler. Come on, let's get Prowler. Oh no, I hate that. You know I hate when that happens. That is bad. That is bad mojo. That is not good. That is really bad. I am now doubting this whole thing, but I've already filled this out. I felt like I explained myself well. And yeah, this is, oh goodness gracious. Oh goodness gracious. All right, here we go. Come on. Prowler. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, shit. It's gotta be. You know, this is what we talk about. Like what you think you want. This is why it's good to wait and to think things through. I badly want to awaken Nova. I want to rank 3 Nova. I've got a ton of Sig Stones sitting around. In a weird way, they would actually fill similar roles. They have some crossover in the Venn diagram of this all. As far as what they would be doing in my Battlegrounds deck, probably not in general questing, but as far as like the non-damage back mechanic, they both have those mediums that do not make contact. Nova is the better defender for sure. We're going Prowler. We're going Prowler. I want them both. And the reason I'm going to go Prowler is I'm going to go back to my analysis. If you skip forward to the opening, I totally get it. That's why I leave the timestamps. But you might want to go back and take a look at that because a lot of it did have to do with the Titan Crystal. Opening the crystals can give you the best chance to get the champions you want. And unless I'm making a big mistake, which I might be, let me actually go check this. Okay, I'm glad I checked it. That way I can at least get the appropriate information out to you. They're both moving out of the crystal. I've been so keyed in on Prowler. I think they're both great for Battlegrounds. Like I said, I think Nova's the better dual threat. God, my dog is named Nova. I really wanted Nova, but I'm going to stick with Prowler. I'm sticking with Prowler because I'm going to dump those 6 stones into him. I'm going to get his signature ability going. And I do think he's the better overall champion. I think I would use him more in questing and in content, and I want to continue to take that seriously as I fill kind of that competitive void that is going away from not being in Tier 1 War anymore. So I'm going to be taking up Prowler. This is really tough. I mean, this is like really having to choose between your most wanted here. But Prowler's the choice. I opened this for Prowler. God, it's hard to pass on Nova. Maybe there'll be some more Titans along the way before Nova steps out. But I like where my Cosmic class is at right now, and I feel like Prowler is just, like I said, I think he's a better overall champion. I'm back for these last 2 rank ups, but first I need to show you this. I've been getting better with Prowler, still not the best, but getting better. I decided to dump in all of those SIGs. It was 125, then plus I think like 7 more, something like that. Yeah, do the math here. And you can see the crit rating has gone up substantially. The wild thing about Prowler is like the last 40 SIGs are seeing a massive increase. So I'm going to be looking to take him to SIG 180 as soon as I possibly can. Just the way Kabam's going about everything, like the live stream is tomorrow with the big reveals. I do think they are going to be big reveals. Something tells me with that banquet, I'm going to be finding 46 stones or 33. It looks like not that hard to find. So I feel very comfortable with that, very confident with that. He's just a phenomenal, versatile champion. I think that's going to help him be a bit of a nuke in some Battlegrounds fights. So now, the other 2, I thought about this a lot on both of them, and I have decided it is time. It is absolutely time. One thing that did help was that on my Discord server, I realized I still need to do the Saga incursions. Like I said, I was just so insanely busy, so I still need to do them. And I asked, multiple people answered. Huge thank you to all of you. And then Adamantium had done a really great write-up on the Saga incursions. It is time. It is time for me to get better with her. You're going to see where I have her ranked, her being Silk, where I have her ranked in my own personal rankings when we do the top 10s this December. The whole Illuminati's working on, not all of them, but quite a few. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do something I think everyone's going to enjoy and be able to learn from. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. But I will tell you, I think on my own personal rankings, unless between now and like me recording in a few days, something absolutely wild happens, she's going to be a little bit lower. But a lot of that's just because like I'm not good with her. I'm not good with her. But the only way to get better, I think, is to play her more, right? Obviously, use her animations. There's something about her animations with the switch to 60 frames per second. And then I will say the last thing, because I wouldn't just rank through someone just for incursions, obviously, is with Rintra. And we've talked about this, and I'll continue to talk about this because I know a lot of people aren't going to know. I think Rintra is going to be a bit of a force in Battlegrounds defense. I really do. I think he's going to probably be the new big bad as far as like mystics are concerned. Silk was the first one to really come in and just dominate Rintra. I'm just going to have to get better with her. It's as simple as that. And then last but not least, this was an absolutely wild conversation. We had it on my Discord server literally this morning in the Battlegrounds chat. And I was talking about one of the things I still struggle with is the damage back mechanics. It's one of the many reasons why I want Dazzler so bad. I've got the Awakening Gem. I've got the rank 3. We're going to be doing that like as soon as I can possibly get her. I'm going to awaken her, take her to rank 3. It'll be a high sig that'll help her handle Bullseye. But at sig 1, she'll be able to handle those damage back mechanics from skill champions, the physical damage. And it's like I've had that, and I've noticed that I've been not having a lot of domino counters. Somehow domino's been coming up, causing a lot of problems for me. I'd love someone that can still handle Photon. And I was trying to make that work. And like Shocker, we talked at length about Shocker. And while I still think Shocker's great, and a lot of like William and Jaeger and others, Adamantium, were still showing like how great Shocker is, he wasn't fitting into my default deck that well, right? Certain metas could make that happen or not, obviously. Penny Parker has actually been like surprising me offensively. I've been using her to take out like Mr. Sinisters and stuff. It's been great. And of course, Nick Fury's and Man Things, right? She's poison immune. And she's going to be a problematic defender as people work to get Cosmic Champions into their decks and things like that. So I was talking about her, Warlock, who I absolutely love, like all of these tech champions. And I just was sticking with the tech class. Now, you hopefully know, you've seen my other videos, like I took up the Iron Man. Like I love Tony Stark. I took up Superior Iron Man. I took up OG Iron Man. And I took up Hulkbuster. they're phenomenal, they're awesome, they're amazing. But I was like, I've already done like my fun ones, the champions I really like. They might not be the best in Battlegrounds, but man, they're good. And then it like literally hit me. It like literally hit me. He's not going to be great for the damage back. He's not going to be great for Atuma. He's not going to be great for Cork. That I get that. Okay, I'm not saying he is, but help me out with Bullseye. Help me out with Domino. Help me out with Killmonger at least. And possibly even Photon, given the meta. I know he hasn't been a big deal lately because metas have been hurting him. But this is like, I think the term is full circle, though it doesn't really make. This is like going back to where this all began. The first champion I ever tried to cover on this channel. I did a terrible job because I was terrible at YouTube. But I could tell he was gonna be great, and he was amazing. And I got to use him in some wars over the years, and for Loki and SSX. And to have him as a 7-star with like my channel's doing great, I'm having so much fun. Like this somehow feels very meaningful. It's pretty wild. I've been calling him Captain Canada. I love, love, love this champion. He is phenomenal in Battlegrounds. Even has some defensive value on him, right? If you set him up properly. I really love this champion. I'm so glad Battlegrounds came around. This is another champion that I think Battlegrounds really gave a phenomenal place to show. Much like Spider-Ham, where, in war or things like that, often there was someone else who might be like a little bit better, or could take another fight, or might be a little bit safer, or something to that regard, especially like with Spider-Ham. But now that we have Battlegrounds, he's just a monster. He's an absolute monster. He can be a pain on defense as well. I've got him at Sig 100. I'm really happy with that. I don't currently plan to put Sigs in because I'm going to be going to Shocker, which is really important for his nuke. And then I will be talking about his relic here when I update the best relics to basically rank up the whole tier list and things like that. I'm not sure which video is going to come out first, but make sure you see that. We're going to cover all the relics. It's time to update. They haven't updated that in 4 months. And then, yeah, I've got so many champions to do reviews on. We've got all these buff champions coming in December. It's going to be a phenomenal, awesome month, but well into January. And then we've just got momentum. We're just going to keep going, have a great time. That is it. I've still got the mutant, which is going to Dazzler, and then the skill, which we'll see when the Battlegrounds meta comes out and stuff. Maybe I'll take up the skill champion, but I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll talk about that quite a bit, actually, in the skill top 10s, because, well, I'll save that for that video. As usual, let me know what you think I got right. Let me know what you think I got wrong. Any sort of thinking, something like that. Have fun with this. I love checking the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.